Well, I finally got my hands on the new Sonik VaderX bite alarms, and I think you're going to like them. So, like I say, we've finally got our hands on the new VaderX alarms from Sonik, and we've been trying to get our hands on to do a first look kind of review ever since we first saw them at the Sonik trade show in Wraysbury, which must have been about September, October time. So we gave you a little glimpse of them in that video. If you haven't seen that, then somewhere along the top there'll be a link to that video if you want to see some of the other new products that are coming out this year. But like I say, we've been trying to get hold of these for quite some time. So probably one of the first things to talk about is going to be the price. And I know we don't normally do that to the end of these videos, but it's very worthwhile mentioning it right at the start, because this is a set of 3 alarms and a receiver, and it comes in about 100 quid. So very good value for money. If you don't want 3 alarms, you can also get a 2+1 set, so you get your 2 alarms and a receiver, and I believe they're 79 quid. So they are really good value. So let's open it up, let's have a first look and see what you get for that sort of money. So it doesn't come with like a carry case for your alarms or anything like that, because obviously to produce these alarms at that sort of price, Sonik have had to cut corners, and it's far better that they've cut corners on a carry case than it is cutting corners on the alarms, because more often than not people get a carry case with a new set of alarms and they get rid of it straight away because the alarms live in with their kit. So obviously you get your instructions, and then if you look inside, you've got your 3 alarms, receiver, and you've also got snag ears. So if we get one of the alarms out, snag ears just screw just into the back here. Now you don't have to use them, but obviously in more situations than not they're beneficial, so it's well worth having them, and it's nice that you don't have to pay any extra for them. There's so many alarms out there that you do have to pay extra. Now in the 3+1 set you always get a red alarm, a green alarm and a blue alarm. This one here is a blue alarm, so they all correspond to the receiver itself, which we'll come onto the receiver in a bit. But if we have a quick look at the actual alarm itself, we'll have a look at some of the features. Now the design might not be to everyone's liking, but it's definitely practical. So on the front you've got a big V, and obviously that's a little nod to the Vader brand, and it's actually LEDs. The whole V is LEDs, and this is really useful for when it comes to setting your alarms to how you want to. So if I turn it on the side here, you've got the on button, which also doubles up as a volume button. So turn that on, and then basically you can cycle through the different volumes using that same button, and what you'll notice is that this changes according to the setting. So you'll see that the LEDs grow as it gets louder, and then it turns to a mute mode, which is obviously the smallest amount of LEDs shown. So if we put it up just one more, then we can show the different tones. So basically along the side you've got volume, tone, sensitivity, and I believe that's a nightlight button as well. So you can cycle through the different tones. And again, you can see that V is being used to show basically the higher up the V you get, the higher the tone is until it drops back to the lowest possible tone. You've then got sensitivity, which again, we'll use this. So you've got loads of different tones, loads of different sensitivities, and loads of different volume options. You've also then got at the bottom, like I say, the nightlight feature. If you want it on, obviously it's quite useful overnight, so you can see exactly where your rods are when it does get pitch black. But during the day you don't particularly need it on, but it is quite nice to have the little roller lit up as well. Now the other useful feature of this V is it actually tells you whether you've got a drop back or a normal take. So if you've got a normal take, hopefully this stick will work for a demonstration. You will see that the V goes upwards, but if you have a drop back, you'll see that the V, or the lights, are actually going downwards. You've also got a different tone as well, so you've got drop back differentiation, which is normally a feature associated with kind of higher priced alarms. So to have all of that on a very budget friendly alarm is actually really good going. Like I say, it's 100 quid for a set of 3 with a receiver. You're definitely onto a winner if you are looking for a slightly cheaper alarm to get 3 in a receiver. It's good going. So if we move on to receiver, again you've got the different buttons on the side, and you've simply got an on button and then up and down volume. So if we turn that on, obviously it shows all the different LEDs. You can turn it right down to a vibrate setting, so you can have the alarm head muted, the receiver on vibrate. So if you want to keep a little bit more stealthy, keep nice and quiet, then you can do. But you can also cycle through to the highest volume setting, which is obviously quite handy if you're maybe a bit harder hearing. Then it's quite a loud setting. But if we turn this down, turn it down to the vibrate, then if I show you, obviously the receiver is vibrating, and then you've got a blue LED as well. So if you're tucked away in your bivvy and you get a liner or some form of indication, then you can see what rod's it on without having to venture out, which is quite handy. Now, like I say, these are all actually different colours. So if I turn this one on, this is a green one, then it lights up there green as well. Now these are already paired as well, so I haven't had to do anything beforehand. I've literally put batteries in and everything's all synced in together, so it's really handy that you don't have to worry about trying to sync it yourself. It's all good to go. And the other nice thing about them, coming onto the batteries, is they're actually 9-volt batteries, so everything is very budget friendly. You can pick these up for about £1 each in pound shops, I imagine. So yeah, really good value. Haven't got to worry about buying the little, I think they're CR2 batteries or something, which can be mega expensive. So there you go. It's very much a hands-on first look at these alarms. But hopefully this video has been beneficial, and I hope you like them. I mean, like I said many times throughout this, 100 quid for a set of alarms and a receiver, there's not much on the market that can compete with these. And to have everything that they do on them, the drop back differentiation, to have this V, which, like I say, it might not be to everyone's taste, but it is actually really handy to know exactly what's going on. Yeah, they're a serious contender in the slightly cheaper alarms. So let us know what you think. If you like the look of them, let us know in the comments. For more information, more technical spec, then head over to Sonic's website, because you'll find all sorts of information there. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.